does your company approach social?
It's taken us a while to do what I'd say is develop our own skill and muscle memory and then become advocates and teachers of that skill. An example of how we're bringing that to life through our organization, there's sort of two tracks we have. One is more general education and awareness. We did a social media day about, I think, May 2010, which was sort of the coming out party for social in our organization. And it's very much a self-selected kind of, come learn about social media, learn about what it can do, and think about it through both internal collaboration means as well as external relationship development and how you can actually create impact by building a network and having things of value to share. The second part is our blogger program. We call it the Networking Leaders Academy. So another, sort of very personal, more, 50 to 80 bloggers in a community of practice that we're developing very specific targeted programming at making them better at writing and making them better at social networking practices.
Those of you that are working for financial services company know and love FINRA, and you know that we're regulated. So where we started is the way that we operate at Prudential is a federated model. So at the corporate hub, we basically have a social media committee that it really makes up a cross-section of all functions at Prudential: IT, marketing, legal, compliance, as well as our e-commerce division. And we put together a social media policy a little over a year ago. But in order for us to operate, because we are such different businesses, each unit has their own social media guidelines and where they want to play. Some of the activities that we've taken part in, we're in an experimentation mode. We've had closed groups that, with help from LinkedIn, engage some of our clients in dialogue. We've done some targeting campaigns to plan sponsors around some of our new services, some of our new products. Most recently, we've been using the polling feature. We actually used the polling feature and we went to 1 million professionals and asked them to talk about a whole series of questions about their thoughts around their 401k plan, their preparedness for retirement, what they were thinking in terms of the income needs they might have when they're retired. We plan on using the information we get from listening into an integrated campaign that we can go out to our clients and our partners with. We have a conference that's coming up where we want to use those learnings to start to share what really matters in the market and help us to better navigate how we want to build and service our customers in the future. So we've been very targeted in what we want to do in social right now, because for us it's the right message to the right customer.
First of all, it's important to state that we see social media as part of the marketing mix. It's not a be-all, stand-all alone. It's very much part of the mix. And the areas that we focus on as a company are on Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Twitter, in the beginning, I targeted people that were interested in travel bloggers, writers, travel magazines, travel agents. And we have about 5,000 people on our Twitter site, which, again, I agree with you. It's not about the size, it's about the quality. So we've got a very targeted audience that is generally interested in travel to Asia. Facebook, these are our fans. These are our people that fly us all the time and love the brand. And LinkedIn, which, and I'm not saying this because I'm on the panel, but this is the one I'm actually the most excited about because our focus is on the frequent business traveler to Asia. And LinkedIn, I think, has the biggest opportunity for us in terms of reaching our target audience. And then the last one is YouTube, and that one we're just starting to develop now.
So we look at social really broadly. What we're thinking about at IBM is really the emergence of social business, of which social media is one dimension. Collaboration tools, okay? This is one, obviously sort of a strong suit for IBM. We have products in this area. Historically, there would be sort of different collaboration tools for different departments. They may have been in the analog world. It might have been in-person meetings, whatever. Those have become steadily more digitized, and you're more aware of the people with whom you're interacting with in those spaces. And collaboration would be just like one dimension of a social business. You also have, listening and engagement and the sort of analysis of the market and managing relationships. And so when we think about a social business, we're thinking about it across all those dimensions of human interactions, which now have some new characteristics in the digital world. And that is, permanence of relationships has changed. The visibility of artifacts of relationships have changed. If you can get your company's interests aligned, it can really be incredibly strong tailwinds for you when you start to align, the individual employee's reputation with your firm's reputation.